Wrestling fans, welcome back to Wrestling Pro News, where today's story is not only heartbreaking but also one of the most unsettling moments in recent WWE history, because the news that has shaken the entire wrestling world is the shocking and tragic shooting of Paul Heyman, one of the most influential minds, performers, and figures in the entire history of sports entertainment. Paul Heyman, whose career spans decades from his days managing legendary talent in ECW to becoming the creative genius and advocate behind some of WWE's most iconic superstars, was targeted in an unprovoked attack that took place in the late hours of the night at his own home. According to early reports, masked assailants forced their way into his property under the cover of darkness and executed a violent assault that left Heyman gravely injured. The situation was so severe that paramedics were called immediately and Heyman was rushed to the nearest hospital, where he underwent emergency surgery to treat multiple gunshot wounds. Sources within the hospital have described his injuries as extremely serious, with his condition still uncertain, leaving fans and colleagues anxiously awaiting updates and praying for a miracle. The emotional toll of this devastating incident has been felt far and wide, but perhaps nowhere more visibly than in the heartfelt reaction of WWE Executive Vice President Paul Triple H Levesque, who after hours of silence finally addressed the tragedy in a statement that was as raw as it was emotional. Triple H, a man known for his iron will and composed demeanor, struggled to keep his voice steady as he called Paul Heyman more than just a co-worker, describing him as a mentor, a friend, and family. He said Heyman's impact on professional wrestling is beyond calculation, calling him a visionary whose creative brilliance has shaped not just matches or storylines, but entire eras of WWE history. Paul has given his heart and soul to this industry, Triple H said. He is one of the most brilliant minds wrestling has ever known, and without him WWE would not be what it is today. His charisma, his vision, and his loyalty have touched countless lives both inside and outside the ring. He's not just a colleague, he's my friend, and he's an inspiration to everyone who's ever had the privilege of working with him. The magnitude of this loss, even if temporary, is immeasurable. Paul Heyman has long been one of WWE's most prominent and polarizing figures, a man whose words alone could turn an audience inside out and whose fingerprints are all over some of the most groundbreaking storylines of modern wrestling. From his role as the mastermind behind the Bloodline alongside Roman Reigns to his history managing the careers of legends like Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, and countless others, Heyman's influence has been felt at every level of the business. His sudden absence leaves WWE with not only a creative void but also a moral one, as Heyman has served as both a performer on screen and a guiding hand behind it. Triple H further emphasized that while WWE will do what it must to continue delivering entertainment, there is no true replacement for Heyman, no one who can replicate his unique presence and his unmatched ability to captivate an audience with nothing more than a microphone in hand. The response from the wrestling world has been nothing short of overwhelming. Current superstars, Hall of Famers, commentators, and rival promoters alike have taken to social media to share their heartbreak and their solidarity with Heyman and his family. Stories have poured in from colleagues who recall how Heyman gave them opportunities when no one else would, how he inspired them to believe in their characters, or how his brutally honest advice changed the trajectory of their careers. Fans from across the globe have launched hashtags, tributes, and campaigns to show their love, describing Heyman not only as an entertainer but as a storyteller who shaped their childhood memories and kept them emotionally invested in WWE. The outpouring of support highlights just how deeply Heyman is cherished, not just as a performer, but as a human being who gave everything he had to an industry he adored. Yet beneath the waves of love and support lies a current of anger and fear. The fact that masked assailants carried out such a violent act has left the WWE universe rattled and authorities scrambling for answers. Investigators have confirmed that the attackers remain at large, and they are urging the public to come forward with any information that could lead to arrests. This horrifying crime has raised serious questions about the safety of WWE's most visible personalities, the lengths to which outside forces might go to disrupt or harm, and the vulnerabilities of even the most high-profile figures when it comes to private security. The thought that one of the most respected figures in wrestling could be targeted in such a way has left both fans and wrestlers shaken to their core. Inside WWE, this attack is already creating ripples that may impact the company's creative direction in the weeks and months ahead. Heyman has been a cornerstone of programming, central to the Bloodline saga and instrumental in guiding Roman Reigns' historic run as tribal chief. Without his presence, the company is forced to re-evaluate storylines that had been building for years. While WWE will undoubtedly find ways to adapt, insiders have admitted that the absence of Heyman's voice, his timing, and his storytelling instincts will be felt immediately. Still, the priority remains on his health and recovery, with WWE executives making it clear that no storyline or program is more important than Heyman's fight.